Good afternoon, listeners. My name is Dorcas Sikabate, the CES for School Safety and Farm School Hostel Project. My aim here today and the intention of this interview is to make our communities aware that we are launching today a campaign on radio stations for communities in the Free State on the violence that is happening in our schools. It is our intention as the Department of Education to ensure that our children go to schools that are safe, our educators are safe, the environment in our schools is safe. Therefore, we are appealing to our communities to join hands with the department in terms of addressing the violence that we have in our schools. It is the concern of the department that our learners are engaging in many incidences of violence in our schools. The types of violence that we have, especially in the Free State, are amongst others assault, which includes fighting, bullying. There are issues of sexual harassment in our schools. There's also an issue that is a concern which we think as the department is contributing to the problems that we have in our schools, which is drug and substance abuse. Our message as the department today is let's close space for bullies, criminals, rapists, drug lords, and gangsters. We can be able to do this if we do it in partnership with our communities. That's why we are on radio stations to come and appeal to our communities to assist the department in terms of combating this social ills that we have in our schools. We want to maintain, for us to be able to maintain the Free State as the #1 province in terms of academic performance of our learners, we should be able to do away with violence in our schools. We should be able to do with bullying. We must close space for drug lords. We must close space for rapists. We must close space for criminals. But the department can't do this alone if we don't go hand in hand with our communities. Our appeal today as we launch this campaign is for communities to assist schools or the government to ensure that violence in our schools becomes an issue of the past. We know that violence can be an issue that is dealt with by the department only, but it's a societal issue. That's why we are making an appeal to our communities to ensure that we join hands with our schools to fight this scourge that is engulfing our schools in the province. Today, the 28th of November, would be the launch of the campaign that will be happening in all our community radio stations in the Free State and the social media platforms, where we are calling on parents to join us in discussing this issue so that we can come with solutions that are everlasting to deal with this problem. The campaign will run from the 28th to the 9th of December 2022. The 28th, as I said, would be the launch. And then from the 29th to the 8th of December, we'll be running adverts and live feeds in our radio stations to raise awareness and make communities aware of what we have and the problem that we are sitting with. On the 9th of December, we want to invite our communities to join us as we would be having a panel discussions of experts who would be discussing the issue of violence and safety in our schools. We are requesting communities to join us in these panel discussions, because what we would do after the panel discussions with all the ideas and the advices that we'll be getting in our communities, we can be able to map a way forward and do programs that would address violence in our schools. I'm inviting you. Again, the message is let's close space for bullies, criminals, rapists, and drug lords and gangsters, and ensure that every child and every teacher in the Free State is protected. The children are going into schools that are free of violence. The educators are able to do their work in schools that are free of violence. Thank you very much. See you in this campaign. We hope it will be a success in your partnership as our communities. Thank you very much.